funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What's up, party people? It's your boy, Rodney Perry. We're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We're here every day, and we cannot do this show without you. First of all, good day today, man. It's trash day at the Perry house. I be trying to have my trash day set up. Okay? So what I do is I set my trash, I take my big black bag, put my little white bags inside of them. They be setting me up. Somebody to put a hole in one of my big black bags. Now my big black bag is leaking all over the damn kitchen. And I look like I'm cleaning up a murder scene. And then on top of that, Raz, my little Shih Tzu, has shitted in my kitchen. When I tell you, my day is starting out with a bang. But you know what? Despite that, still a good day. Shouts out to the Plastic Cup boys. I got to rock with them yesterday, man. And we had some real conversations, which I'm gonna bring to the table today over here at Rodney Perry Live, because I would like to see what you guys think. My co-host is in the building. I know I need to send you this contract, but I'm waiting on a call, which I just got. And I want to make sure I'm clear on there, because there's going to be a lot of wear and tear on the old man to get to you that day at 3 o'clock. But that's neither here nor there. Coming on the show, oh snap, Tresha Rutledge. Tresha, text me right now. Text me, sis. Welcome to the show. One of my favorites. I don't even know if she knows this. One of my favorite humans, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host for the day, Miss T-Bar.
Oh, good morning, and thank you so much for that.
It's hat game.
We giving hat vibes, and I didn't even know you were wearing that.
Hey, I had to go get my hat this morning, because I was like, y'all not gonna have me the only one out here without a hat.
Gang.
Everybody does not have to have a hat.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
And thank you, Rodney, for that. I didn't know that.
I'm a fan. And you know, I love your business acumen. I love your veganism. You just one of them chicks, you know. And I'm a big fan, and you're funny, and you're stupid, and got a chance to really rock with you on your birthday. I've seen you drunk, and you was still cool.
I was drunk as hell. Why you got to bring that up, Rodney? I was.
I want people to know that T-Bar gets on it, doggone it.
Listen, it was my birthday. And we had a party bus, and we were excited. We had Rodney, we had a hell of a show. It was packed in there.
Yes.
And we had the back, they had a speakeasy for it. It was nice. But yes, I was very drunk.
You know what? Rodney says everybody his favorite person.
But, okay.
But I will say this.
Is Candy throwing me under the bus again?
No, let me finish.
I was believing it, Candace.
I believe him today. You know why? Because he had your back earlier this week. He went to bat for you earlier this week with Hopgood. He had your back.
Oh, I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that.
Well, you know, we had Danny Redwine. You heard about this? So Danny Redwine on the show. So you told me the story. So I had to hit up Danny Redwine. I said, Danny, was Hopgood in your DM? You're like, Rodney Perry? He was.
We got to the bottom of it.
He wasted no time, y'all.
But in his defense, and we're gonna talk about this today, he said you didn't give him no rhythm.
He didn't give me a chance to give him any rhythm. We were live on air. He didn't jump in my inbox.
So he never did hit you up, was like, yo,
No.
And you didn't respond.
Mm-mm. He was putting on for the show. He wanted to be on camera that day. It was all about Danny to begin with.
We might have to get Hop Good on here again. Because I was feeling the love connection. I was like, okay, let me find out that T-Barber and Hop Good connected.
I was feeling like that. I was. And then he pulled the whoop-de-whoop. That's the problem with these men. You think.
Okay, hold on.
He was drawing me in, Rodney. I'm sorry.
Stop right there.
Me in. And
Tiffany Barber.
My best friend, you just gonna take go with my best friend that quick?
Hold on, Tiffany Barber. Let's find out. Let's figure out what's going on. Because Tiffany, we also done some research on you as well.
Okay, we'll come through with the research.
Tiffany, you do have a guy.
No, I don't. I do not. That research is incorrect. You got to come with the TMZ facts, not the B facts.
Not rolling
That's
out.
Incorrect.
The rolling out stuff is wrong.
That is wrong. I do not have anybody.
All right. So we want to make sure that's right. And let me tell you something, when a black woman hits you with the whoop-de-whoop and the wop-de-wop, it's always
serious. Right. I do want to say something. My condolences, T-Barb, to you on the loss of your sister. I really want to say that, live on air.
Thank you so much. It definitely has been a whirlwind. It has been, and it's been a lot. But one day at a time. And one thing I will say about death, and I keep this in mind every day, is the only thing we promise in life is to perish. We just don't know when. And we put so many limitations because of age. People are always like, well, I'm almost this age. I only had this much time. Well, my sister was 23. Wow. So I'm pretty sure somebody who's 50 or 60 or 45 or 40 complaining about their age and feeling like time's up. Well, you don't know when time is up. So you have to be grateful that God gives you these extensions and allows you to be here as long as you're here. So yeah, it was. Thank you very much for that, Candace.
Yeah, blessings to your family, T-Barb. Now, what y'all don't know, T-Barb is not only, according to Hopgood, fine as hell. Not only is T-Barb occasionally a drunk.
Not anymore.
But she's crafty. T-Barb, you made your hat.
No, actually, my friend made my hat.
Oh, really? I thought you did it.
No, so Essence of Terror is her name, since we brought her up, and she makes all of my jewelry. I actually have earrings with my name, hats with my name. It's my idea to have a hat, and she brought it to life. So Essence of Terror, You
like Rodney. You an idea. I'm an idea man. You're an idea woman.
Yeah. I'm a creative. We creative.
Yeah. So wait a minute. When is your birthday?
March 25th. You was here for my birthday one year.
I know, but I'm saying that makes you a Pisces or what?
I'm an Aries.
You're an Aries. Mm-hmm. Y'all go hard. Aries is go hard. All right, let's do this. Get to the show. Have y'all seen this story? Jamie Foxx out in the LA streets. He said, "Oh man, Cardi B got a party. I'm gonna go check it out." No, you ain't.
Not today.
Jamie Foxx, you need to sit your ass down. Cardi B security hit Jamie Foxx with the hand.
What?
They would not let Jamie Foxx in his party. And then somebody got on the headset, like a 45-15. Oh, hey, that's Jamie Foxx, man. You stupid as hell. And so then they go, hey, man, hey, Jamie, I'm sorry. Come on in. He's like, no, dog. You tell Cardi B to kiss my ass. Well, I don't know if he said that.
Because it probably wasn't her fault. You know, it just
I'm
seems
sure
like
it wasn't her fault. It was a security issue.
Yeah.
But
it's Jamie Foxx.
Your ass is not on the list, Jamie.
Oh.
Is that your first day as an old person?
I mean, Jamie Foxx, I think that they should have let him in, but he wasn't on the list. So is security wrong for technically not letting someone in on the list?
If I told your ass, don't let nobody in that's not on this list, I can't be mad.
Jamie Foxx should have made a call to Cardi B and had Cardi directly put him on the list, and that would have settled it. But that is kind of like
But he is Jamie Foxx, though.
He is Jamie Foxx.
Could Jamie Foxx have gotten a T-Bar part?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And
Jamie,
the person that didn't let him in is
the party. If Jamie Foxx show up to a T-Bar party, it ain't even my party no more. It's Jamie
I
featuring T-Bar.
Did they not know that he was Jamie Foxx, or they didn't care?
I mean, at the end of the day, he is a black man in America. I mean, you could easily be like, I ain't sure. You could, but it's LA too. Everybody know Fox.
Everybody know Fox, but let's be honest, there are a few hermits who really just want to go to work and want to go home. So you have to keep that in mind too. And in a place like LA, sometimes it is advantageous to get those type of security officers that aren't starstruck. Right. That when you ask them, they don't watch TV, or you got people to be in the woods all day. Come on now. He might have been one of them woodsmen. You know what I'm saying? He hunting deer.
You don't know who beefing. Jamie might have beef with Offset. Nobody knows, you know. Then he let him in, and bam.
And Offset does have beef with the other two members of his group. So,
what they got to do with Jamie Foxx?
Well, I'm saying they don't know who, like, you know, he might have beef with somebody. Somebody could come in there and be like, yeah, I'm Jamie Foxx, and, you know, it'd be him, but they might have beef, and you don't know. He let him in, and bam, it's a fight.
I don't know. Like, I think T-Bar said it best. Jamie Foxx is the party. When that nigga, when he get in there, it's about to turn up.
I can believe that.
Wow.
But we talking about Cardi B too, though.
It's Cardi B though.
So you have to think about this. We do understand that Jamie is an entity, but Cardi is at her peak right now. You know what I mean? So
is she at her peak?
I mean, she's at the top of the wave right now. Yes. I won't say peak, but she's at the top of the wave right now as far as leading the female rap revolution. But Jamie Foxx is a legend. So, I mean, I don't know. They both worldwide superstars.
True enough. Moving on. Did y'all see this? And I'm glad to say that this man is okay. But Genuine almost drowned. Genuine doing a trick in Vegas with Chris Angel, the magician. And them tricks be real. So, you know, Chris Angel's supposed to make it motherfucker disappear. And meanwhile, Genuine in the box drowning.
Did he do this?
Right.
Did he do the move? That's crazy, because a lot of times you think of those tricks as orchestrated. So as you're watching it, even though the suspense is there, it's in your mind, you like, nobody's gonna drown, nobody's gonna get killed. You know, this is TV. So for it to happen to Genuine, black people can't swim. So I don't know why a black person would choose to do a water trick. Cut him in half. He black.
First of all, you can't put Genuine in the water with a pony.
Then Genuine activator in his hair probably got in the water, singed his eyes.
See, come on, give it to me.
I'm just saying, you know, he had the curl activator, probably was bubbling in there. So
hey,
a lot going on, chemicals in the little bit of oxygen that's in there.
See if you can find a picture, Candy, of Genuine right now. Genuine is rocking the finally embracing his age, because Genuine is I think Genuine look great.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally embracing the, and his beard is even bigger, and it's gray. And I'm like, all right, Genuine, finally, dude. You know.
Listen, Genuine needs to stay out the magic tricks.
He does need to. Now that's him yesterday, and he's okay. The trick did kind of have a little snafu, but he is okay. And it actually happened some weeks ago, but it just hit the news. So Genuine is all right.
Okay.
All right.
Happy.
Next up, Lizzo. This dropped this week. She responded to people saying Lizzo got white people music. I want to ask y'all two. Do Lizzo got white people music?
Yeah. She has all people music. Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody want to hear that, Candy.
It's true. She crosses multiple genres of music, for sure.
So she's pop. And so she does, it's white people music.
Yeah.
It's not R&B. It's not whatever we listen to. What we listen to?
Hip hop, R&B.
I think we listen to our music, and I'm going to take a different stance and saying that it's not, because if you think about it, that's the type of music that really comes from Black culture that they adapted. It's almost like
all music is Black music.
Pardon me?
All music is Black music is what you're saying?
Most of it. I mean, the origins. Think about rock and roll. That was just, we were in control of that. Think about it. It's almost one of those things that turns into culture vulture, and because it becomes so associated with being Caucasian, it becomes mainstream music or white music. It really all still originated from us. That's almost like yoga. If you come over here, it's white women doing yoga, but that's a Middle Eastern practice that just has been gentrified. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that music has been gentrified. Think about James Brown and all. That was pop. They started that trend.
Nobody will ever call James Brown music white music.
No, not white music. What I'm saying is the type of music. It's something that I feel like white people.
Hear me out, y'all both making great points. I'm saying you would never stop and call Charlie Wilson music white music. I don't care how pop it is. So there is a white music and there is Black music, and Lizzo makes white music. She's playing a doggone flute, for God's sake.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
My son played the flute.
Your son is white.
It's that simple, huh?
No, your son is not white. All right, moving on. Did y'all see this? Comedians sue the police at the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport. Comedian Eric Andre and one of my boys, Clayton English, are suing the airport police for racial profiling. Now, I love these guys, but they do have a reputation. If I'm a police officer and happen to be a fan, do I have a right to check them guys for weed or other drugs?
No.
Like let me unpack it a little better. T-Barb, you and Candace on tour. Y'all comic. All your comedy is about drug humor. Eric Andre, y'all might not know him, but Eric Andre is famous. So is it racial profiling if I happen to know your acts?
It almost reminds me of what happened in Atlanta with the rappers rapping and the DA using the rap lyrics.
All them niggas in jail.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. All of them in jail, and they're being prosecuted based off their lyrics. So what I will say is that if that's what you're known for, and then you also give suspicions of that, meaning that you smell like weed, you look a certain way, I can't say that a person wouldn't lean towards that. You know what I mean? And they have to really be cautious just because, and I'm one for this because I'm from the hood for real. Just because we break the law all the time doesn't mean that it's not there. And just because our counterparts get away with it, I'm not saying what's right or wrong, doesn't mean that we can't. We still have to realize we Black at the end of the day. I'm sorry. So
Candy,
there are certain precautions we have to take.
Candy, what's your thoughts? I mean, these guys are kind of known for being in the weed culture, but they still have rights. You can't just pull them to the side and ask them if they're transporting drugs.
Right. And if they smell like weed, I mean, everybody smell like weed now. Like weed is like one of those things that like it's legal in some places. So they could have just been, coming back from a session with Snoop. You don't know. And now they're traveling and then you just go feel like you have the right to like do that kind of stuff. I think that's wrong, man. That's totally wrong. Wow. And I think it's wrong too. The article said something about how they made it through like TSA security. They went through all the proper, protocols. So
they pulled them over on the jet bridge. They walking on the plane.
Yeah, unless they did something that like, would cause some kind of commotion or something like that. But if they were just being regular, then that was wrong.
No, I'm thinking TSA or something because if you're coming through TSA and you have a smell, they have a right to check your stuff.
Yeah, this was after that.
Yeah.
I hope they get their money too.
Me too.
All right, moving on. Nicki Minaj also dealing with the pop demon. One of the trappers of success in the music business is You Change. American Music Awards is coming. Nicki Minaj will not be in the rap category. She will be in the pop category. Is Nicki Minaj so big that she's not a rapper anymore?
She's not happy about that.
She's not.
And she's throwing everybody under the bus too. Like, if I'm pop, so is...
Right. I mean, but is she pop though? I mean, her music transcends hip hop, doesn't it?
I think that she's both. And I think that we always feel like a person has to be one or the other. I think she has some pop tracks. And I think she also has some straight hip hop rap. Because to be honest, Nicki is one of the best lyricists. That's like you have Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki. I'm talking about bar for bar, she can spit. So I could get if you vested in that craft, being upset that you're not considered that. But I think it's both. And I think if she would have been nominated for rap and pop, she wouldn't have anything to say.
Right. So do we have to like? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rodney.
No.
I was just gonna say maybe like when it comes to like Billboard Awards, Grammy Awards, don't they have like what is considered like rap, pop? Like how much? JT know this kind of stuff. Like how much of a song has to contain rap lyrics before it's classified as a rap song. Maybe that's the problem.
I think she's absolutely a rapper, but they're not evaluating her song that way. They just going, your shit's so big, you should be evaluated in the pop category.
Let me look up what's pop music. Maybe that's what we are missing.
I was just finna say, because we sure don't know that we that blank.
No, pop music, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was pop, and pop talks to pop culture. Pop talks to the masses. It's like the Trappers of Success. Lizzo making white people music. She's not trying to do that. She's a black person, so it's black music. But white people like your ass.
So this is what it says.
Go ahead.
Songs that become hits almost always share certain features that are sometimes called the pop music formula. They have a good rhythm, a catchy melody, and are easy to remember and sing along to. They usually have a chorus that's repeated several times and 2 or more verses. So that could be anything.
Yeah, I have a new pop song coming out called Scoochie on the Coochie.
Right.
I didn't know I was pop.
Gucci on the what?
Coochie on the Coochie. It's coming out October 24th, all platforms.
You gonna drop it? You gonna drop it on here? Can we get exclusive?
Yeah, I can give you exclusive and an exclusive clip of the video. The
I
video
was gonna say, did you shoot the video?
Yes, the video has been shot.
Hey, I missed out.
It is and I have a dance that goes with it. So yes,
I want some Scoochie on my Coochie too.
Well, it depends if you in the scoochable range. Coochie on the Coochie is a female empowerment ode about men being honest about their penal codes.
So you saying you show me your dick?
I'm not saying show me your dick. I'm saying that if it's not writable, you should stop asking women to perform acts that are not good for what you have going on. We could Scoochie. I don't have to ride. I don't have to go up and down because that's not staying inside. I can't ride it because it won't glide inside. I got a Scoochie on that Coochie. So some women, they don't mind it. Like,
so you want to stay tight and get a little scooch action as opposed
don't up and down, back
a
and forth.
ride.
Bow. Just Indian burn that thing. You want it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no bow. Because when you're going up and down, it's coming in, it's out, it's in, it's out, it's over here. Yeah. So let's just keep it in and let's just glide and Scoochie on the Coochie.
Can we find this out, T-Bar?
On the 24th, I'm gonna send it to y'all. It's gonna be out.
Somebody was your motivation for this song. I mean, can you tell us?
Yeah. Well, actually, it comes.
I'm just glad it ain't me.
No, it comes from some of my comedy set. So I have a new comedy album dropping the same day called T-Bar Live.
First of all, I know you got a new comedy album.
Okay.
But it's based on a human being.
Well, it's based on what I've heard a lot of people say. I ain't really had the Scoochie. Even though I have had some smaller ones, I'm not a big horse girl. I don't need all that big shit. It's just too much going on because my intestines. Okay, I believe in that. Like some people, they want their shit fucked up. You know, I'm fibrous, so I don't need that.
Oh God. Who are you?
I can't wait to hear the song, by the way.
You're gonna love it. Danny Redwine is actually singing background vocals on that song.
What?
Get out of here. All right.
Speaking of Scoochie, whole music group.
Speaking of Scoochie on the Coochie, Cuba Gooding.
Oh Lord.
Has got a slap on the wrist. So Cuba Gooding caught a sexual harassment charge. And they thought he was gonna catch a brick and go to jail. He is not going to jail. He looks happy. He looks like he's going back to work. He's getting his act on. And sexual harassment tends to be the lesser of some of the things that are happening to women out there. I mean, what's y'all thoughts? Y'all both women, y'all in corporate America. Is sexual harassment a thing that you're not concerned about as much?
I think it's like a double-edged sword because at the same time you want people to be able to flirt and talk amongst each other, but there are times as a woman where you do feel harassed, and especially sometimes in comedy with different promoters. I am tired of there being no repercussions. So because nobody is getting punished, because Cuba has been through this several times. This not his first time with some type of sexual allegation.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
And here he goes because nothing happened that time. He's still gonna be a star. Those women are still gonna be subjected to feel lesser than. And why do you have to have sex with a man? Because that's what he feel like. You should be able to choose.
We ain't having sex. It's harassment.
That's what he's trying to do. Cuba is a hoe.
Look, ladies, T-Bob, you just said it. Okay. Sexual harassment, I should teach sexual harassment in the Navy. It's all relative to how people feel. And that's when it gets into the gray area. Guess what? A handsome guy come to you and say, "Ooh, I see that little fat booty today." And nobody say that. Boy, you stupid. Little ugly Cuba say something. Now your ass going, I don't like that. And I'm not talking about Cuba Gooding. I'm talking about some other little Cuba guy.
You see it.
I do. But it's a lot of people named Cuba. Anyway, I mean, Candy, what's your thoughts, man, as we unpack this?
Well, let's be clear. He avoided jail time because he took a plea deal. So he's not innocent of the charges, really. He just not serving time for him because he took a plea deal. But I agree, Rodney. I feel like, I know for me, if I'm attracted to somebody and they like grab my hand, you know, or, you know, say some little slick little stuff, I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, you know. But if I'm just like not feeling it, and it's kind of, it has to be like overly aggressive though. It can't just be like somebody just trying to approach me no matter how they look. It has to be a consistent, overly aggressive type of thing. Even with an attractive guy, I'll probably be like, calm down, you cute and all, but wait a minute, you know. So I think it's levels too.
Right. All right, ladies. I saw this on the social media platforms. A question was posed. Of course, Roe versus Wade was turned over. But the general consensus nowadays is the woman has a right to choose. She has a right to handle her body the way she sees fit. But she can choose to have a child, right? So the question came up, does a man have a right to choose if he wants to take care of said child? I'm asking y'all a philosophical question. You don't have to put it up, Candy.
Okay.
I'm asking y'all a philosophical question. Is, since you have a right to choose, does he have a right to choose? A lot, right?
I mean, once again, I feel like when we overcomplicate the formula, that's when all these questions come up. If we would have left it like back in the day, you know what I mean? Because at the same time, he's, the way I see it is, he's making that choice when he goes to have that sexual interaction with that woman.
He already made
that's
it.
One of the possibilities.
Okay,
so you already decided to make that choice when you decided to have that sexual encounter and know that the woman is the one carrying that baby in the event that it does happen. So it's almost like when you sign a waiver. you rent a car, you sign the waiver, you don't need the insurance. Bam, the car gets fucked up.
Hold on, T-Barb. That's interesting. Let's take a break, Candy. We come back. Let's unpack. I didn't sign the waiver. I didn't even know.
You signed the waiver.
Get me out of here, Candy. I need to put me a commercial on. We are back. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. The show is cooking. T-Barb said I just signed a waiver. I need to get some more male energy in here. That's what I need. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the show, movie star, internet superstar. Without any further ado, welcome to the show. I've been itching to meet this guy. I hope he brought the damn puppet. Welcome to the show, Trey Mo.
How you doing? How you doing, Rodney?
Hey, Trey, man. Thank you for coming on, bro.
No problem. No problem.
Cool. Man, I love your comedy, bro. I really do, man. And you've been killing the social space, but I mean, you're making a foray into movies and TV and stuff too, right? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. No, I was saying you're doing your thing in the social space, but you're also making your moves to movie and TV. Am I right?
I did. I took a step back from Hollywood a little bit. I lived in LA. I took a step back from Hollywood to like build up, like to give myself a little stability on the internet because I can control how much money I make.
Okay.
Or my livelihood per se.
Now, take me back, Trey. Take me back to day one when you go, man, you know, I'm funny. I'm about to start producing videos for the internet?
That was probably like 2009 in college. So I'm like one of the original, probably one of the original social media people.
So was you on what's the 6-second platform?
Vine. To my Vine.
You was a Vine guy?
It was before that. I was just a YouTube guy before Vine.
Really?
Vine came like 2013. Like
so wait. Okay, so you on YouTube already?
Yeah.
Vine happens. Do you go do Vine stuff, or you stay on YouTube?
I stayed on YouTube. Vine was a little too fast for me. It was like because it was like 6 seconds, 7 seconds. So I couldn't really grab hold to it like that because it was too fast. It was too fast.
Man, dude, this is super interesting to me. I was talking to of course, Desi Banks is a friend of mine. Okay. Are you cool with the other people in your space?
Yeah. I am cool with the other people in my space. Like I don't know a lot of them personally though. I don't know a lot of personally, so I don't like personally know Desi. I don't like not in a disrespectful way. I just don't like. I never.
There's no disrespect. Yeah, it's just not my guy.
I never met him.
Are you in Atlanta or?
I'm in Atlanta.
Like a big old Atlanta house. You in Atlanta or LA?
Atlanta.
Okay, so I know in LA, a lot of my boys in the social space, they have these little incubators where they just create. Mm-hmm. What's your take on that? And or you got your voice so locked in, you just work with Trey?
Well, I think the incubator space is great because you get energy around you. Because sometimes, you know, in comedy we go up and down, right?
Yeah.
So you know that being a comedian that we constantly on the spectrum. I always say to be a comedian is to be in balance because creatively our brains is not. We always thinking of we could be at a funeral, and it's there.
Crank it up.
Like yes. That's why, like, when comedians pass away, whenever you look at their funeral, it's almost a roast session. You know what I mean? Because that's how I go to, right? So we always imbalanced on the other side, and so I think whenever you got like a group of people that's working with you, it helps balance you out. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it may help pull you out of this space if you're in this space and put you right there. So I like it. Now, me personally, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, right? So it wasn't a lot.
You came home.
So what? Yeah.
You came home, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Alabama, but so in Birmingham, it wasn't a lot of creatives around me. So I never had that where I walk in the house and it's an incubator and I get to work with a lot of other people. So that's kind of what made me design my own world. Like I said, okay, let me use this puppet, let me do this, let me do that. Cause I didn't have a lot of people around me that was working or shooting, doing what I was doing.
Let's talk about this damn puppet, dog. This puppet is funny as hell.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you actually played a straight man to the puppet. So
yeah.
Talk to me about, did you see the puppet and go, I'm about to do something with that? Or did you have the idea and create the puppet?
At first, see, I was always looking at ways to get people to the shows, right? So like I'm a stand-up. I came up I'm like probably like that middle ground of coming up in the comedy club when the internet was starting to happen. Like the Cats Cafes, remember when Carlos Miller used to host?
Yes, hey, I was right there.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to say that, right? You was in there ripping it up. I remember, right? But see, I was that young guy in the back, right? I ain't got no you. Of course, you ain't gonna remember me because I was just a young guy in the back, right? Nice. So the Cats Cafes with the Carloses and I was drive up from Birmingham and like, yo, Carlos, can I get 5 minutes? You know, the Running Jordans, can I get 5 minutes? So it was like me when I was seeing that. I was trying to figure out more ways to build a following. And so I was like, I could design this puppet around Black women. And then if I build a strong Black woman following, I know I can have like that following come out to see me do shows. Like that's where my brain was at.
So man, this is so interesting to me though. So you created a puppet to help with your stand-up.
Yeah, to build an audience. It was like, see, in the puppets world, I'm a comedian. Right? So so in the puppets world, I'm a comedian, and by me being a comedian, it's programming people that I am a comedian. So it ain't unnatural for them to say, let's go see him do stand up, because in the puppets world, I'm a comedian. So that's kind of how I looked at it. So if you knew the puppet, you knew me, because she says my name like in most videos, right?
Yes.
So I make sure she says my name, and then I play different characters in the videos. And I kind of like studied Martin and how he used to like play multiple characters. And you couldn't really, although you knew it was Martin, you saw the character before you saw Martin. You know what I mean? That makes sense. And I noticed that Martin would always talk about the character in third person. So like when Jerome would say the character's name, he would always say, I say Jerome's in the house. I say Jerome's
up in your mouth. Yeah.
Right. Shanae don't play. It's like he would say the person, hey, it's Bob with HR. It's like that. He would say the character's name constantly, right? And that would give you the memories of the characters. Like, okay, we all know Martin. That's the difference between Jamie Foxx and Martin characters. You don't really remember Jamie Foxx characters because he would never say the names of the characters Jamie Foxx used to play, right? But Martin used to always say the names of his characters, so it allows you to pick up the name of the characters. Like, so they know the names of the characters I play. They know my name. They know the name of the puppet, because the puppet talks about herself in third person.
Got it. Let me ask you this, man. So you create this wildly successful character. You're in the same space. That's growing up. Does that equal people in the clubs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See the difference between me is, some people can build. I built a following and not followers. A following is followers is when you got a lot of followers, but then you can't actually take them followers and go nowhere with them. You can't show up in New York. You can't show up in DC. You can't show up in Chicago, right? But I believe I have a following, because if I drop a line of merch, my merch go sell. If I drop, I'll give you an example. I sold Rodney, I sold $10,000 worth of these face masks in a day during the pandemic. Just one day. I threw the puppet on the mask. COVID is not for play.
I love it.
So $10,000 in a day. I had to just stop it. I'm like, all right, I can't produce.
Right.
I can't produce.
Now, do you have a background in finance? Did you understand the business side of what you were creating?
Oh, most definitely. I don't necessarily have. I'm an entrepreneur by heart, right? So I went into everything thinking in the entrepreneur's like mind state, but also I'm a creative and I'm an artist, so I went in there thinking of art. So I watched a lot of interviews, a lot of comedian interviews about how the clubs run. Like I studied the art, right? So it wasn't like I was just creating. I was creating with a business in mind the whole time. So when I drew the puppet out, I drew the t-shirts out. I drew the slogan out. I drew the names out. I drew the characters out.
Well, you go in with a whole plan.
I go in with a whole plan. Like the whole plan, I knew I was gonna sell out the shows before I posted the first video with the puppet. I was like, I'm gonna use this puppet as a vehicle for me to get black women in the. And see, I know my audience, right? So the sketches I write is in the DNA of my audience. So I know this is the audience for my stand-up. So a lot of times, let's say if I was doing one thing and then they come to the club and see me do another thing, it's like, well, this ain't what I'm used to online, right? But I know if they watch these Keisha videos and they react to these Keisha videos, I know my stand-up not far. It ain't gonna be too far rooted. It's in the same DNA as the follower.
And how about this? You're also doing what people criticize comics for, like Martin Lawrence or Eddie Murphy wearing a dress, but you're not wearing a dress. You let the character wear the dress.
Yeah.
You're a fucking genius. J-Mo is a fucking genius. That's crazy. All right. So I bought Kev on stage's a master class on the internet. And one thing he says is what you just said. He said you're not looking for followers, you're looking for people that believe in you. Mm-hmm. People that are being a part of what you do. What's next for you, Trey? What else do you want?
In the next, probably like in the 5 years, I'm going now that the road's open and I'm gonna go back and start doing shows. I want to put out a special. Okay. So I want to build up a little bit more, sharpen up my stand-up tool, and then put out a special. That's pretty much what's next for me. So I'm gonna start working on that. Financial security is always a plus. You know what I'm saying? In this business right here, where it goes up and down constantly. Now I'm gonna figure this out in January. I may try to hop back in the Hollywood machine, go back and get an agent, go back and get some management and reps. Worked on
I'm gonna tell you like this, Trey. I got people that live in your space, man, and I'm like, why? Like, why go through the grind? Why audition when you got an infrastructure already? Let's write the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was just about to get to that, right?
Yeah.
So when I say the agents, like I'm already working on the scripts, right? Because I've been on shows and I shot pilots and I did all that, right? So one of the things I learned is just like in the business, like I have no control. You know, you get a season 1 and you don't know if you got a season 2. When I wrote out the percentages, 96% of TV shows fail. 98% of them don't. If you do pick it up, it don't get a second. They don't get a third season. So when I did the numbers, it's like I'm going into something knowing there's a 96% chance that I won't be able to get on. I won't be able to get some greenlit. To get a TV show pilot greenlit and shot, you got to hit 5 lotteries. You got to sit down in the meeting with them to pitch the script, right? They got to green the script. Then after they green the script, well, they got to buy the script first. Once they buy the script, then they gotta green light it, right? And then they
gotta make it. They gotta make the program.
They gotta make the program, and that still don't mean me and Roy Wood shot a pilot, and he made it all the way to the 4 lotteries, and it just didn't hit the air. So they'll spend a few $1 million even shooting it, and it won't air. You know?
Well, how about this? They'll buy it not to air it,
so somebody else won't get it. Sometimes it's the old school holding deals like back in the day.
Hey, let me ask you this, Tremo. What's in the water in Alabama?
What you mean?
I got you. I got Roy Wood. I got Ricky Smiley. I got a Steve Brown. I mean, what y'all doing down there in Alabama, man?
Oh no, all of my guys. I met Rick a few times. I don't think Rick know me. Like, it's crazy though. Me and Ricky out of the same neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah, he don't. I don't think like we not. I'm very familiar with Ricky, of course, because I look up to Ricky. But I met him a few times, but I don't think he like all the way aware.
You don't know. He may or may not. I mean, Ricky's 68. Okay.
Yeah.
he may not know, but he should.
Yeah.
I know. You know. And when I talked to Ms. Moy, and she's like, man, Trey want to talk. I like, Trey know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fan. And so it was, like I did a lot of research on the internet before I stuck my toe in the water. And I'm still not all the way in. But I did a lot of research on you guys that were successful in this space, man. And I think it's incredible, dude. And as an older comic, I think comics that are like my age and don't embrace the internet do themselves a disservice. What's your thoughts on that?
I think so too. Now because it's a tool. It's a tool, and it allows you to grab a following of people that'll support you. It's kind of like David Arnold, right? David Arnold showed you that it ain't no age. It ain't no age limit to this. You can be a family man.
And my very close friend too. I saw him start it, stop it, and then restart it, and it go crazy.
Yeah. So like David Arnold, and I watched the episode when he was on here. Yeah. David showed you that it ain't no age. It ain't no age. It ain't no age to this, right? If people of all ages on the internet now. At first, like, Vine was for a younger generation, but now you got every social media platform. So whether they on Facebook, whether they on YouTube, whether they on Instagram, it's like you got to find out where your following is. Now, I knew my target audience was on Facebook. I'm for the aunties, right? So I was like, the aunties, because the aunties go spend the most money.
Put that on the shirt. I'm for the aunties.
They know that. Aunties know I'm for them, right? I'm like D'Angelo in 98. I'm for the aunties. It's a line of aunties at my shows, right?
I'm not mad at that.
And aunties go bring their nieces, they go bring their mama, they go bring their sister, they go bring their man. And so that's how I looked at it. I was like, even on my show docket, I was like, I ain't got to sell. If the room holds 200 people, I don't have to sell 200 tickets. I just really only sell 50 tickets, and the rest she go bring 2 or 1 like that. But to answer your question,
I get 50 aunties in the building. I'm good.
I'm good because they go fill out one auntie is 2 or 3 extra people.
All day, every day.
Yeah, because they gonna bring somebody with them.
Let me tell you something, Trayvon. You rewiring my shit right now. You Neo. You the Matrix. You in the Matrix. Trayvon is in the goddamn Matrix. I love it. All right, Trayvon.
Yeah.
You blowing my mind this morning. All right, how tall are you?
5'11".
You great height.
True 5'11".
True 5'11".
I'm closer to 6 feet, but I'm gonna say 5'11".
You look like a 6 footer.
I'm a 6 foot. I'm like 5'11", 3/4, but 5'11".
But the reason I asked, you come off, you like a you're a lead man.
Gotcha.
Like you're not a sidekick guy.
Yes.
So as you think about yourself in that lead man concept, like what are the stories you want to tell, man?
I know this sounds weird, but like right now I'm just like I kind of want to tell my story. Then for instance, I want to give away like all my ideas because it's
Don't
like
give away. As a matter of fact, stay right there. Hold it, Trayvon. Don't tell these niggas everything. Okay. hey, my name's Rodney Bray. You tuned in to Rodney Bray Live. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break and come back in 30 seconds with more Trey Moore. I wanna bring my my co-hosts in because I know they got questions. You know,
okay.
When I get like a dope guest, I'll be monopolizing. I gotta let my co-hosts in.
All right.
We'll be right back. 30 seconds.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let bepublished.org publish and promote your work for less. Bepublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. Bepublished.org. 972-880-8316.
We are back in full effect. It's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We're talking to Trey Moore, internet superstar, movie star, puppeteer.
Yeah.
You got titles, dog. Welcome to the show, my co-host, my partners in crime, T-Barb, industrious super comedian, and Candace Latoya is in the building.
Hey Trey, good morning.
How you doing,
T-Barb,
Latoya?
you got anything for Trey Moore? T-Barb, you got anything for Trey?
Oh my God, I've been listening to the interview, so I'm definitely gonna go check you out. You've been dropping some major jewels. I know you say you started in 2009.
Hold on, stop right there, T-Barb. Trey Moore, give him your analytics, because these niggas don't know.
I'm saying I'm a figure now.
Trey, hold on, stay right there, T-Barb. Tell him, Trey Barb, tell him the analytics. Tell him how crazy it is.
Well, it's cool. You know, I always feel bashful, like calling out numbers. Facebook, cool. I got 1 million followers. I got
little meal ticket.
Yes. So
little monetized.
Just a little meal, just a little
tiny bit monetized. Everything I put up go crazy. But go ahead.
Try to keep it humble. I feel like I always felt underground on the internet though. Although I got millions of followers and my videos get millions of views, I always felt underground versus like a Dazzy Banks or a Country Wayne or all that.
Really?
Yeah, I feel underground. I like the underground internet dude, if that makes any sense.
But you have as many followers as both of those guys. Okay, so your YouTube is crazy too?
Yeah, I just started a new YouTube channel. My YouTube crazy too. My YouTube crazy. I started a new YouTube channel. But yeah, the number's good on YouTube too.
Now, do you have help?
Do I help? This year right here was like the first year where I said I'm gonna build an infrastructure. But before I was doing everything by myself. I was editing by myself. I was doing the writing by myself. Everything was by myself. And that's probably why like I had to be by myself because I had to work like constantly. I had to constantly work to build it up.
All right, I'm sorry, T-Barb, I cut you off.
No, and then I'm glad he said that because now I have a different question. At first, I was going to ask you how long did it take you feel like to build that solid following? Because I have some of the same, thought processes as what you were saying. I mean, you really added a lot just that quick, to my branding and what I think I'm going to do. But I'm like a solo mission too. And recently, like I just got a lawyer. I just started talking with some PR people. Do you feel like it was better for you moving alone? Or do you feel like if you had some help, you could monetize more or do more?
Well, first, Keisha Cole, I want to say I'm a fan of your music.
Is Keisha Coleslaw in the building?
No,
Keisha Coleslaw. That's
Coleslaw.
Keisha Cole, I'm a big fan.
Don't
I've
be
been a
one of
fan.
them skits. I seen.
No, I'm just playing. T-Bob, I think
T-Bob is auntie. I seen her looking at you.
You know, I think sometimes it's okay to go by yourself in the beginning, because those are the times when you build the tools to sustain. Right, you build the tools to if you build the tools up strong enough, you could withstand anything almost. Like I've been on the internet since 2009. I've seen a lot of them come and go. You know, like the first wave of first YouTube dudes ain't here. The first wave of first Vine dudes ain't here. They gone, right? And so we you know, I always say on the internet, I ain't seen nobody survive yet. You go long enough and you go fade, and that's just like in Hollywood. You go long enough in Hollywood, you go fade. You go fade as well, right? But fade don't mean necessarily you go into the abyss, and when you fade, you want to make sure you're financially stable. Yeah. So the tools that you build and not by yourself, sometimes it was like I wish I would have had my mans to help me do this. I wish I would have had this girl to help me do this. But it helped me learn the tools in order to I can survive in any era. I truly believe that I can survive in any era, because it'll force you to say, you know what, if I can't eat, you know, if I'm having problems eating, it'll make you unlock something in you that you didn't unlock before. But if it's painful, I can't lie and say like, oh, I was like happy, I'm doing everything by myself. No, it was a lot of painful nights.
It's a lot of work too.
Say what, Rodney?
A lot of work.
A lot of work. So now it's like, okay, now that I'm building an infrastructure, I got enough resources and I understand enough to where it's like, when I worked at McDonald's, I remember my manager I always tell people this when they ask me about social media, you got to be able to do everything from the top to bottom. Mm-hmm. When I worked at McDonald's, that's one of the things I learned. I remember my manager sent everybody home but me and her one day. And I had never seen her work the grill. I never seen her drop no fries. I never seen her do none of that. But they pissed her off and she sent everybody home. I worked the register. She did everything. She did the grill, dropped the fries, bagged it up. And I said, see, when you know how to do everything, nobody can stop the show. So it's like if somebody get hit by a bus, your show still go on. If somebody gets sick, your show still go on, right? And that's the same way as what I learned just watching her. It's like, okay, and that's the same way I do my infrastructure. I may have a dude to help me edit. I may have somebody to help me do this, to help me do that. But if something happens,
I got it.
There's nothing for me to just say, okay, let me get back in the kitchen one more time, work the grill.
Wow.
All right, Black King.
So that's about it.
Craig Bowen, this motherfucker doing shit. I love
it. Dropping knowledge, right?
Hey, Candace, we got 2 minutes. What you got for Trey?
Yeah, so really quick, Trey. I know we only have 2 minutes left, but one question I have for you is, what are you most proud of? Like we don't toot our own horn sometime enough. So here's your opportunity. What are you proud of that you've done so far?
I was when I first did a show in Chicago, it was like my first headliner show away from the crib, and I didn't know like if it was gonna work or not. Because you ever get some of your all. I think T Barb is like when how she said she built it and all that. When you get some of your all and you hope it's gonna work, right? But you feel like it's gonna work. You got faith it's gonna work. You can't nobody tell you it's not gonna work. But to actually see like the Chicago show pack out, and when my mans was like saying my name and the attributes, and I ain't an emotional type person, but I got like a little frog in my throat. But I was like, damn, hold on, I gotta go do stand up. I gotta do an hour. I can't be having a frog right here doing
I can't be weeping right now.
Yeah, but at that moment, that was probably the most proud of, because I had like gave it my all. It was maybe 2018. It's like 17. I felt like I had gave it, like I ain't had nothing else to give. You ever scrape the pot and then scrape some more and was like, all right, I gave. Go ahead. You gonna say, Rodney?
No, I was gonna say, ain't nothing else to scrape.
Ain't nothing. It's it, right? That's how I felt. I felt like I couldn't get no more, and it worked.
Last question, Trey, man. The pandemic, was it a good thing or a bad thing for you?
Both. Because I couldn't go do stand up like I wanted to do stand up no more. And so that's why I would say it was a bad thing. The good thing is, I guess I made more money than I ever made throughout my comedy career. You know what I mean? Because I was able to lock down and do videos and all that. But stand-up wise, it took a step back. But I look at everything. I wouldn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just a change of direction that I can get back on. So I don't want to necessarily say a bad thing. But the good thing is I was able to, you know, I guess be more stable financially. taught me some things, but I always felt like we ain't in control. No way, anything can happen at any moment. That's how I operate. So I try to keep that in my mind, because I can get sick tomorrow, and and then what I'm gonna do then? Because health is the most important thing.
You're not about to get sick, nigga.
I'm not about to get sick.
I can see you. Your body's strong. Nigga, spine.
You're not gonna get sick, but Auntie T-Barb got a home help agency if you do. I'll send a caregiver over there.
Auntie T-Barb.
9755812.
Oh God. Okay. We'll send it to you. All right, here we go. Man, I can't thank you enough, Trey. Man, I can literally talk to you the rest of the show, man. But I don't want to monopolize your time, man. Thank you for coming on, man. What do you want people to know about you that they don't already know?
That's a good question. Whenever people ask me that, I do a bad job of giving the internet myself, right? Because I'm a natural introvert. So it's like now this year and going into next year, I'm gonna work on actually giving them like the actual me, and not just the comedian, not just I guess the puppeteer side of me, or the comedian side of me, or the comedian that just do sketches like the true me. Because I am a person. I know we forget that people on the internet are a real person, or sometimes you may see him in a TV show. That's a real person. So I am a real person. That makes
man, he's a real person. He's dope as hell. He's a superstar. Man, it's an honor and a privilege to talk to you, Trey. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Thank you, Rodney. I appreciate you having me. Thank you, T-Bar.
Hey, my man.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all. Hey, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. That's T-Bar. That's Candace. And we back to the top of the hour. See you in a couple seconds.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Yo, great chat, man. Trey Mo, meal ticket on the Facebook, YouTube growing like crazy. Please, T-Barb, Candy, join me, man. Such a great human being, man. And it's always good to find out a guy, because I've been familiar with him for quite some time. And to sit down and chop it up with him was kind of dope. What's your thoughts, Candy?
I agree. Like, it's so funny, some of the stuff that he was saying. I went to file my taxes late than a mother yesterday, right? I did an extension. I did it the right way. But
I did nothing. I'm just gonna pay.
Me and my tax accountant were talking, and we, a lot of people may not know, but I just kind of stepped into this entrepreneur world over the past couple of years. I was a corporate thug, but now I am in the entrepreneur space. And we were talking about how, like, you do what you do and you hope that everything works out, kind of thing. So that's kind of what he was saying. Like, I put my all into it, and somebody put in the comments, if you build it, they will come. So you have to have that in your head, like, it's going to work. It's going to happen. It's going to work. You have to think about that every day. And he just kind of like reinforced that.
He never embraced failure at all.
Right.
Which I think was very dope. T-Barb, you're an entrepreneur, man. To hear the young man unpack what he did, the most impressive to me was he made that plan. I've kind of stuck my toe in the internet world, but I never really made a complete plan to what it was going to be.
I mean, I think, to be honest, he just dropped jewels. So everybody tuning into this show, they really were privileged, because a lot of people are selling that same knowledge. And it may seem simple, even when he said
that's his next revenue stream, is to start to sell how to do what he did.
When he said, I connect with the aunties because I know they're going to bring, and really focus, he kind of gave you, you always hear what's your fan base and how you should pick a fan base. Well, he kind of gave you the reason why, because this is
picked the fan base. He said, I don't need 300. I need 50.
Yeah.
I need 50, and I know that they're gonna bring. So it made me think different. And even with my own show, I do notice that. It's like I started saying, he right. You might have 60 tickets sold and get there and it's 150, but such and such, you always hear him at the end of the show. Like, I brought my sister and my cousin. So he's tapping in, and
real fans really want to show you off.
Right.
Really, really, he's at the point, like he said, well, if you could do 10,000 a day, if you have a couple people and you can keep it going at 3,000 a day after that, and being independent, you know what I'm saying? Right. You can't worry about what I hate when comics do that, and people do that in business. You'll see this too, Candace. You can't worry about who gets picked up. You can't look for a savior. You have to come up with your own concept. And if they come in with the extra money after that, like you said, Uncle Rodney, if they come in with the movie after you wrote your movie, you still got to be willing to move and make your own lane the whole way. That was amazing. I didn't even know about him, but I'm a fan now, and I ain't even seen the skit.
And Rodney, you say it a lot too. You say, like, even about this show, just share it with one person. And then that person,
you don't have to share with 50. You share with one, and our followers have been growing and growing and growing. And man, it was a great chat with the homie Trey Mo, man. And I didn't know where he was from. I didn't know he was out of that Birmingham. Because there's some good comics out of Birmingham.
And he mentioned something about Chicago too, so I wasn't sure. Like, I'm like, is he from Chicago or is he
he's from Birmingham? But when he was starting to go out live, one of the first places he went was Chicago.
Okay.
And he get there and it was packed. And yeah, that's a good deal.
Now we come outside. We come outside in Chicago. We gonna come see you.
You from Chicago, Candace?
Yeah.
Okay, girl, I'm behind. I don't know why I be thinking everybody when this Rodney is Atlanta.
I'm from Chicago.
Right.
You are from Chicago. You was on the billboard big as hell. Duh. I be lost in the sauce. I just was at Riddles the other weekend, but Chicago is very supportive. And you know what he said that was key too? The looking at those analytics, because you brought that up, Rodney. Like, tell them about the analytics. That lets you know what cities to go to. And you can have, and he's right, because we have a lot of people here in Detroit, and a lot of my friends on the internet, they got 200,000 followers, 300,000, but they can't get 40, 50 people at a club. They can't get a couple hundred people. Then you have somebody with 10,000 followers, and it's packed. So it's a difference.
I bought that Kev on Stage master's class, and he speaks to that shit directly. And he's like, yo, I mean, people go out and buy followers, but they're not active. They not willing to spend money on your merch. They're not willing to, I mean, you can look at it even at a live show. Like we do merch at a live show. If you touch 2% of that audience, you win it.
Mm-hmm.
If you touch 5 or 10%, you kill it.
Killing. And the thing is, too, it was, first of all, I do want to ask you this. Do you feel like that class was worth it? Because I was thinking about buying it.
It's the best $99 I ever spent.
Wow.
Swear to God. And it's remind me, because he updates it all the time, but like I haven't been in it. Oh, snap. Miss LOL is in the building. Bring her in. My girl, Trisha.
How you doing, Rodney?
How you doing?
Oh, hold on. We gotta get her sound back better.
Yeah, LOL, your internet sound like a damn trash can.
LOL sound like she's stealing the Wi-Fi from the neighbors. We gotta get a clear signal.
She needs to maybe go out and go back in.
Yeah, tell her to go out, go back in. Go out, come back in, sis. We'll see if we can fix it up.
Rodney, can I ask you a question while we waiting on her?
Please ask me.
As an OG in the game, and like you were saying, even with buying the course, how important is it to like have continuous education? I know we don't think of it as education and entertainment, but how important is it to like stay up on newer things as they come? Or should you just be stuck at rigid to where you are?
First thing I'll say is Never ask a question you don't know the answer to. So you know what I'm gonna say. You have to stay kinetic. You have to keep moving, and you know everybody don't get to be Rodney Perry and have a 30-year career. You know, the reason I've kind of bridged eras is because I was willing to look at the young guys. I was willing to embrace them when other OGs wasn't willing to, and so and when people leave a void, it's okay to step into that void. You know, we lose John Witherspoon. Well, that leaves a place for a dad in America.
Yeah.
We lose Bernie Mac. That leaves a place for a dad in America, a black dad. And so you start paying attention, looking at the landscape, going, you know what? I could be that next black dad. You know, nigga. I watched Bernie Mac do a video. This is so funny this morning. He damn, you know, they had this basketball player that slapped his kid and got in trouble. Bernie Mac dropped an elbow on a little girl. Hollering. Hey, Candy, what's that other video I sent you?
This one.
The one that played.
Me hard. But I was robbed by someone that I trusted, that I had met on Hinge, the dating app. We've only known each other for like 12 days. Yes, I know I'm an idiot for inviting some man that I didn't know to my house multiple times overall in the last a week and a half. I trusted him, although there were a lot of red flags. So many that I can't even count them. He was super lovey-dovey and kind and nice, you know, the whole, yeah. And I was very trusting and too nice. And he stole from me. Someone I thought that actually liked in me. And we actually started, well, we're pretty much official 2 days ago. I'm assuming now we're not. I've called him. I have FaceTimed him. I have tried to text him. Nothing. I've tried all day. Not all day, just for a few hours. I tried him on other phone and other numbers. Nothing. I've even DM'd him on Instagram. Nothing. I'm going to show you a picture of him. He's in Dallas. So you guys know who he is. And ladies, beware. I think he does this. Maybe on regular. I'm not sure.
Look at this.
This is the first picture of him. He has a tattoo on his neck and tattoos on his arm. Another angle. This is his dating profile on Hinge. Ladies, if you see him, please just don't mess with him.
He wearing a skull cap. What are you? Take this video off.
Listen, if this was Judge Mathis, we would be like crackhead.
Right.
You didn't know. 12 days, you trusted him very much.
I got you mind me. I got to get my man on to do that, Judge Mathis.
My homeboy Mike Larry do a good one.
Mike Larry, I got to get Mike Larry on the show. Miss LOL is back. Tresha Rutledge.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But here's the question, ladies. This might be a joke too, because it's on the internet. There you go. So when do you look at this guy with his profile? He got skull cap on, and when do we start to profile this guy? I know we said we didn't want to profile Eric Andre in the weed. I know we don't want to call Lizzo white people music and Nicki Minaj ain't pop. But we gotta profile this guy, don't we?
That's not a skull cap. That's a Pooh Shiesty mask. Okay, the name speaks for itself. Okay, I'm tired. If we gonna profile anybody, it's gonna be somebody with the name Shiesty in the name. So if he's wearing a Pooh
that was his name.
Shiesty,
his name was Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty. That's what the kid is, a rapper. Pooh Shiesty, and that's the mask for him. So if he's wearing a Pooh Shiesty mask, it's probably Shiesty. That's all I'm saying.
You know what, T-Barb? You make a great point. I had a manager one time, and he was like, dude, I really want to manage you. But the nigga email was his email. Get what his email was. Janky promoter at
Oh
Gmail.
wow.
If he messed me over, it's my fault.
Right.
You can't blame nobody.
I said, dog,
but you.
I'll work with you if you change your email tomorrow. He wouldn't do it. I said, all right. No worries. Candy, we looking at this guy. He robbed her. You out there in them dating streets. Does that make you skittish at all?
Yeah, but definitely not on her level because he wouldn't have even been somebody I swipe right. Which one is the go? Whichever
Whatever.
way. Yeah, I would have never.
Now, do you know about Hinge?
No, don't know about Hinge at
I've
all.
been learning about Hinge.
That sounds suspect itself. The
Hinge is a new dating site. It's fairly new. T-Barb, I think. Did you tell me about Hinge?
I don't do any online dating sites at all.
Why not? Because
I
of this
need
type
to
of
because
stuff?
I'm lonely. I haven't done
T-Barb is outside. T-Barb outside.
I mean, I don't get approached a lot. So a lot of guys don't try to talk to me, but I'm not online dating.
He called you Keisha Coles.
And she said Keisha Cole Slaw. That was But I will say, like you talked about this before, Rodney, about like first of all, they look mad young. They look real young and immature and stuff like that. But I think, I don't know if she has a father figure in her life or anything like that, but that may play a role too in her not being able to see things like that. Some people can't see through those kind of things and have that filter. So,
I'm a firm believer of people without fathers make bad decisions.
Of course she couldn't see through. He had a Pooh Shiesty mask on. She couldn't see. Okay, she could not see.
All right. 50 Cent in the news. We did this story earlier this week. His son is reaching out to him, man. They are twins. This young man, I believe he's 25 years old, and a big thing was made out of his child support, which was like $6,700 a month, and him saying that wasn't enough. I think ultimately, and me and some buddies had a debate on this last night. I was on Plastic Cup Boys, and they was like, you could be beefing with your son and just not want to deal with him. But I'm like, yo, dog, that young man got your damn face. I don't care what y'all dealing with. Y'all need to figure it out. And it's incumbent upon you as the father to make it work. But can the mother destroy that?
I think with 50 Cent, we're first where we know we're on the outside looking in. But from the way that it appears, 50 Cent, it doesn't seem like he's really trying to take that parent approach. It's more like he a guy in the street. Now, I do have it both ways. I know to the average person, $6,700 is more than enough. But we talking about people that live a certain lifestyle. So, for instance, somebody may find out you 50 Cent son, you may need security. Not on your own recognizance, just because you 50 Cent son and people don't like your daddy and he do certain things. So, can I afford that with $6,700 a month? I may need to live in a certain neighborhood because if I'm over here and people know that 50 Cent is my daddy, I could get kidnapped, robbed. They don't know I don't have shit. So you have to still take that into consideration. Yeah. We're not talking about me and you. We're talking about somebody that's a high profile person's son. TMZ will sit outside your house. So we're talking about we just seen PNB Rock just get ran up on in a Roscoe's chicken sitting there eating with some ice on. So we know people ignorant. So that means that he does have to have a certain place to live. And people have to think about it like this real life and people crazy. And 50 Cent is high profile. Somebody get mad at him and then go, oh, and like you said, they got the same face.
They totally do.
Man, dude, I'm as a father, man, and I ain't always been right. You make mistakes as a parent, but the thing about life is time heals all wounds. And I would love to see 50 Cent and his son, me and these rules. Because I mean that man is walking around with your DNA, dude. That boy is your boy. That's your pure semen. Like it ain't that. Like people be having these old ass these kids. I saw it. They be having these kids, and you have a kid later in life. That ain't no good semen. But them first.
You said that's fresh.
Old parents make old babies.
That's one of them first boys.
Them was pure semen. That baby came out and got all your whole man. I really hope they work that out. All right. It is time. I cannot wait for my next guest, T-Bar. You ain't gonna believe this.
I'm excited.
Our next guest is coming on. We're gonna take a break before we bring her on, but I cannot wait to talk to her. I'm sure we've met in and around this Atlantic scene, and this is the thing. I'm always impressed when I meet a artist, and I'm like, how come the world don't know this person yet? Well, hopefully this will be one of those beginning chats that people go, I saw you on Rodney Perry show. Her name is her name is Erica Dawson, and I'm glad she's coming on today. And her music is brand new and it's crazy. We're gonna have a chat with her, but first we're gonna take a break. We come back, Rodney Perry Live with Erica Dawson.
After the accident,
I was stuck paying all these medical bills.
The Witherspoon Law Group understands that you didn't deserve what happened to you, but you do deserve justice.
They weren't just there for me, they fought for me.
I care about what my clients are going through. We are in the fight of their lives.
We don't just fight for you, we fight with you and make sure you get the compensation you deserve.
And that's why we do what we do. And what we do is win.
Call 844-WE-WIN-44.
Bang, 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 bang. The Witherspoon Law Firm. Bang, bang, bang. That had nothing to do with that. All right. My next guest. You might be shit out of luck, but what you're going to do is show me. And if you show me the right thing, then you can have it. And then if it don't work out, then we got a turning point. But you must know, I'm be out here in these streets killing them. And if I don't kill them, this is all bad. And guess what? When you look at it real close, you'll see the root of it all. And don't make me remind your ass, because if you get on my bad side, you're going to get what you deserve. My name is Rodney Perry. My guest is Miss Erica Dawson. Welcome.
Hi, Rodney.
Hi, Erica.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good.
First of all, Erica, why is your face beat this morning already?
Listen. It's not even, it's a light beat. I had to come on here and make sure I look cute, just a little bit.
Little something.
Just a little
Can you turn your phone sideways?
Huh?
You go turn your phone landscape?
Absolutely, yeah.
Boo. Oh. Oh, that must be an Android.
Is it?
Yay! Perfecto. Yo, Erica Dawson, music is on the street. Dropped what, September?
Yeah, something is going on with the sound.
I think we messed it up. God dang it. Go back the other way. It'll sound perfect. Hey, take her out there, put her back in, Candy. Yes. Erica Dawson, the music is crazy. Let's see. I don't know if I can play it without Facebook shutting me down, but
I could pull it up on YouTube and play a little bit of it.
Hold on, I'm gonna play this shit right here in the air.
I'll put it. Oh, she back.
In my DMs with the hard eyes, and I don't wanna hang up on FaceTime.
Okay, I'm in now.
What you say, I just wanna see. You gotta show me, baby, what you do. I need.
Hey, we
All
are
right.
lucky
I don't
to
know what
have
happened.
this. She is here. Erica Dawson, ATL in the house, shorty. You can catch her singing all over the city. ED, you good? We got
I'm
you?
good. I'm good.
Perfect.
When I flipped my camera, the sound went out.
It went crazy. It went crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, look, why are you touching me? We were fine. No, but when Candy told me that we had you coming on the show, I'm super excited. I know I've seen you around these ATL streets.
Oh, we've seen each other tons of times.
Yo, you always smash, man. And this album, Turning Point, tell me about it. And it's really a real deal story. Like, as I'm looking at the title, SOL, now is that SOL shit out of luck?
No, it's Same Old Love. We kind of played off of Anita Baker's Same Old Love a little bit, 365. It's one of my favorite Anita songs. And it is a story. It's a story about past relationships, and I just combined them together into one big story, I guess, And I'm just hoping that the audience can relate to some of those stories on the album.
Got it. Now, vocally, you crazy.
Thank you.
And I know it's crazy because you do it live, and I'm always amazed, like I said before I brought you on, at how many dope artists are that the world don't know yet. Like as you're building this brand, how do you reconcile the idea that maybe the world don't know you yet?
It's honestly, it's difficult because we as independent artists, we work so hard doing these, even just small shows, big shows. We work so hard to get our faces known and to be heard and seen. And like, I'm speaking for everybody, like everybody does such a great job, including myself. And it's just hard because we want to be recognized as well, as the big artists who are awesome, who are great, who we look up to. We want to be recognized as well. And we just, sometimes you just got to be prayerful, stay prayerful, and just wait your turn. I just believe, I'm hopeful, and I believe that time will come sooner than later. So, you just got to be positive about it.
Tell me about Have It.
Have It is, you know what? I'm not even talking about anybody in particular. Have It is, like if I'm out in the club and I see somebody fine or somebody that, that's appealing to my eye, and it's almost like a daydream kind of sort of, it's almost like ooh, he can get it. Like, and if he get it, he can have it any way he want, so it's almost like a daydream kind of sort of. That's how I interpret the song, how when we got in the studio and we wrote the song. It's more so like a daydream. And when you're in the club, you see somebody nice looking and you like, ooh, child, he can have it.
He can have it.
Any way you want.
Anyway, Erica. Hey, you know what? You can't talk to a beautiful lady like yourself without talking about like the dating world, man. We just did a story before we brought you on. The girl was dating the guy. The guy robbed her. What's Erica Dawson's life like? I mean, you doing live shows. Can dudes even wrap their mind around that?
I'm very approachable. However, people think that I'm not, because naturally I'm a shy person. So I'm quiet around people that I don't know. So when I'm at my gigs or when I'm just out, I come off as, oh yeah, I don't know if I can talk to her, but I am actually very approachable. I'm goofy. I'm fun. Like, I like to have a good time. So I'm not dating right now, but I'm open to dating. Just got to be the right person, because I've been hurt a few times, and it ain't fun getting over that pain.
No, hurt shit.
Root of it.
Right. All bad. Talk to me about all bad.
Relationships when, we decide we want to break up, but you gotta keep double backing, like you doubling back. Okay, we gonna play a little bit.
I mean, that person becomes familiar, so you kind of dip back just because it's familiar.
Dipping back, but it ain't gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. We keep doing this over and over, knowing good well that we don't want to be together, knowing that this relationship ain't gonna last and it's not good for neither one of us. But we keep playing around with each other, messing with each other's heads and hearts. It's gonna end up all bad. All bad.
Yo, so talk to me about this, Erica. You're a knockdown singer, gorgeous. Are you a songwriter as well? You wrote these pieces?
So what I do is write my story down in the book, and I get a songwriter to come in and format it into a song. So these stories are my stories. They came from my experiences, my heart, my notes, and I just get somebody to create them into a song.
Wow, very dope. Now let me ask you this, because as I'm looking at the album, Turning Point is on the streets now. It's on all the platforms, so you can listen to music
everywhere.
You can go get it. You can stream it. All that good stuff. You can buy it. But you also live sing covers.
I sing covers. That's where I started at. That's where I'm rooted from. I've been had my own band for about 13 years now. So yeah, that's what molded me into the artist that I am.
That's what I want to ask you. Like as you sing a cover, as you sing is it hard to start to do your own thing?
Yes, it is. I'll tell you why. Singing live. So a lot of artists start in the studio and then they go on stage. I started on stage and now I'm trying to translate that into a booth. Okay. And it's actually not as easy as I thought it would be, because I struggle recording and giving my all in the studio versus getting on stage and just laying it all out. Like I get on stage any day, give me a microphone and I'm gonna give it to you. But I get in that booth, it's like, I don't know. They say ad lib and I don't know. I get nervous and because I'm like, I feel confined. So it's hard to translate live artists into studio artists, but it's definitely possible. So and that's what I'm doing now. So I'm actually incorporating my music into my live shows, and it ain't bad. The crowd, the audience, they're receiving it.
I mean, man, I've been listening to of course I was aware of you, but I didn't know this album was out. I've been listening to it all morning. I'm like, okay, E.
Thank you.
You did your thug thing. Deserving. Talk to me about Deserving. What is that? What does that mean?
I was coming out of a relationship when we wrote that song. Mm-hmm. Not so good relationship, and it was just, I was frustrated, and I'm like, I know I'm a good person. You know, I have my flaws. All of us have flaws, but like I feel like I deserve a love that wants to love me properly. You know, ain't gotta be right, ain't gotta be perfect, but properly for me. So I just was like, yeah, I'm so deserving. I'm ready for love to love me back. You know, I'm ready to give 100% to somebody that's ready to give the same back to me. So it's just, you know, everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves to be loved.
Okay, Miss Dawson.
Okay.
I got Gail Dawson on the line.
That's my mama.
She said, that's my baby. Miss Gail said you gotta sing something for me. I wasn't gonna put you on the spot because I know it's morning time, it's early. You know, sometimes people having a man voice, you know. So
I do have a male voice in the morning, and I have okay.
Come on, Missy.
What should I sing?
I don't know. You can. Hey, well, I know I can't have it, so don't sing that.
That was the first thing that came to my mind, though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Now, whatever you feel.
I'll sing a little bit of Habit.
Okay.
Come here, baby, close the door. Ain't this what you're waiting for? Baby, it's about to go down. When I'm done, you gon' want some more. Take me on your roller coaster. I can wind it up like it's slow motion. I hope you can handle my ocean. I can make it rain down on you. 'Cause I wanna do things to you. Tell me what you wanna do. You can sex me like it's overdue. Got me singing in the bedroom. You know how it goes. That's all I got.
So wait a minute. Hold on, E. They be trying to get you to sing in the bedroom?
Yeah. I mean, you know, the second verse says, you know, I'm a pro. I wait. Something about, you know I'm a pro on the microphone. I'm a little nervous right now. So, you know, not necessarily singing, but singing.
Enough said. Enough said. Well said. Well said. We do got your mama on the line. We don't want to say
sorry. Sorry, mama.
Yo, support. Talk to me about support, man. We just had Trey Mo on. He talked about finding your audience, finding the people that really support you. How do you do that?
I make my audience my cousins. So when I go into a show, I treat everybody the same way. And by the end, my motto is, I'm gonna go do this show, and I'm gonna lay it all out on the stage. And by the end of the night, we all gonna be cousins. So I make it personal. That's how I make people. I genuinely just make people want to come out and support and want to see more, because I treat my shows like we at a cookout. But I'm professional. I'm professional. However, I make it fun. You know, I make it personal. I make people want to come back, because at the end of the night, I'm like, "What's up, cuz? What's up, cuz?"
I love that. Yeah. I love that. You know, Trey Mo talked about making people his auntie, and you got your cousins.
I got cousins.
That connection makes us family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I love giving out hugs. I try my best to, if I see a familiar face in the building, I try my best to go give hugs and acknowledge that I saw them. And if I don't, I feel so bad when somebody come and I didn't get a chance to say hi. But I really do try to make it personal for them to want to come back and support me.
Have you ever lost a fan?
Throughout the years, yeah. You know, but not on nothing negative. They just, fell off and just stopped coming.
Right. I once lost a fan. I was, hustling merchandise out that comedy show, and a lady wanted a picture, and I was like, hold on. And she was like, no, I'm good. And I knew at that moment I lost her.
Wow.
And, I got friends say, no, fuck her. I'm like, no, I lost that lady. And if I ever get a chance, I'll never do that again. Like, I don't hustle merch like that ever.
Because wait, you were saying that you made her wait to take.
I asked her to wait, and I lost her at that moment.
And they don't understand. It's nothing. We're not being mean, and it's nothing personal. It's just so much going on, so much going on around you, that you just like, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm coming to take a picture with you. I'm coming over to say hey.
The name of the album is Turning Points.
It is.
What is Turning Point?
Where something is going so good and nothing can mess it up, and then something in the atmosphere clicks and turns. Everything click. Like, if you pay attention to the album SOL, we all googly, we DMing each other, we going to sleep on the phone with each other on FaceTime, and
right.
The show me, you can show me, you got to show me better, you can tell me, you can have it any way you want, and then in that middle something turns.
Yeah.
And then everything is going bad, all bad. Reminder of this is where my pain is rooting from. Kill him, cause you done make me mad. So now when I see you out in the streets, I'm about to kill it. You gonna feel bad that you left me. Like, so that's what Turning Point is.
Man, you know what? It's really painting the story, and albums don't do that anymore.
They don't, and that's the whole goal.
Yeah.
That's the whole goal.
Well, it's on my playlist. I'm gonna be rocking this, man. How do people stay in touch with you? And what's your schedule? Because I know you be in these ATL streets.
Actually, tonight, we'll actually be at Pseudo's in Conyers.
Okay.
So, and next Friday.
Is that a club?
It is. It's a club, like a lounge. And next Friday, I'll be at Savoy Bistro celebrating their 7-year anniversary. So I'll be performing there next Friday on the 21st. So I definitely have a schedule. You can follow me at Erica Dawson ATL. That's Erica with a C, not a K. Okay, all one word. And our schedules, Erica Dawson exclusive, especially Erica Dawson exclusive, is where most of the flyers, most of my gigs are posted. I'm forgetful. I'm not even gonna lie. I get fussed at by my sister Jer, almost every day.
I love Sister Jer. I love that.
She's behind here. She's over here. But yeah, Erica Dawson exclusive. You can find all of my gigs, where I am, where I'm just showing my face at, and come out and support. I love support, man. It means a lot to me.
How many siblings?
I have 2 brothers, 2 older brothers, and I'm a mom dog. I have my baby right here. Say hi, Soprano.
Oh, what is he?
What is she?
Oh, what is she? I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, she's a multi-pool. She about to be old. She turned 7 on the 27th.
Oh, I think they lived about 15 though.
Yeah, that seems so close. It makes me so nervous.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah,
but you don't go blind to no dumb shit. Like my damn dog, he be walking in the wall. He getting old.
She's getting cataracts in her left eye.
Yo, when I don't wish that on no dog, man. Cause they be having so much. They steal they self, but they be just running fast into shit.
Soprano, don't be running into the walls.
Don't do it, Soprano. Hey, who else? Does mom sing?
No, actually, my aunt is, her name is Sharon. She trained my voice. My dad could sing a little bit, but
Can anybody sing, Erica Dawson?
Not really, but my aunt.
Let me tell you something.
My cousin Naya, she sings. I'm sorry. My little cousin, my younger cousin Naya sings, and my aunt, that's her grandmother though. My aunt Sharon.
Got it. Good stuff, man. Such a great chat, man. I cannot thank you enough for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Erica Dawson in the building. And I mean, the name of the album is Turning Point. And I love this outfit, first of all.
Oh, thank you.
You killing this.
Thank you. Shout out to Lavelle, the stylist. He styled me. His name is Lavelle.
Talk to me about this before we go.
What's up?
You're a dark girl.
I'm a what?
Dark girl. You're dark skin.
I'm caramel.
Are you caramel?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So has being caramel affected you either way?
No. I won't let it.
Come on now.
I don't know. No, it hasn't affected me.
Got you.
Why do you ask that? You think that dark, because I am a dark.
No, I mean, you hear people like Kelly Rowland, you hear people in the industry talking about colorism, and I was wondering, did that affect you at all?
Nah, not yet. Not yet, I would say.
Well, it won't then. I'm sorry for bringing it up.
No, you good.
Hey, thank you for coming on, Miss Erica Dawson, man. So dope talking to you. The name of the album is Turning Point. You can go listen to that right now. Thank you, Erica.
I hope I see you soon.
Oh, no doubt. We'll be in these streets. Hey, y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to close out. We'll be right back.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. My wife is printing stuff, I think. I don't know what's going on. T-Barb, great show today, man.
Thank you. It was a great show. I learned so much. I laughed so much.
T-Barb, you might be creeping up on the top of my list as co-host. You might be creeping up on the top of my list. Always a poignant statement. You always make a great little, you're thoughtful. What you say, you funny. Put T-Barb on my good list. I don't be liking it. I don't be fucking with it.
She been on the list. I've been trying to get T-Barb back on the show for a minute.
Yeah, you know, I had to take a little mental. But one thing people don't understand about comedy when you take a loss, because I saw Kevin Hart just lost his dad too. You know, condolences.
Peace, Mr. Witherspoon. Yes,
it helps us. You know what I mean? Just sitting at home idle, being a comedian, it's just so therapeutic to laugh and to make other people laugh. Even if you escaping just for that minute, you know what I mean? For an hour, it helps. So I'm happy to be, you know, back working and in these streets.
Hey, T-Barb, how do we stay in touch?
T-Barb, you can go follow me on Instagram. I am T-Barb. That's T-B-A-R-B. TikTok, comedian T-Barb. My website is tbarbisfunny.com. And if you don't remember anything else, October 24th, Scoochie on the Coochie. T-Barb Live at the Entertain and Independent. And October 19th is Detroit House of Comedy, T-Barb and Friends. Hit me up.
Right. I'll be there.
November 27th.
You know I got New Year's Eve in Detroit.
Oh, you was talking about then. Okay, well,
that too, I'm just saying. It's far enough away. And this weekend.
Eve. Oh, then we need to do a party then. We talked about that last time y'all was all here.
Okay, well, let's make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
Atlanta Funk this weekend, Zap, Original Lakeside, Brick, Saturday. That's tomorrow, October 15th. We'll be in the building. I'll be hosting that show with my boy, DJ Ant Love. Super excited about that. Candace Latoya, anything before we go?
Nope. Just follow me on IG at Candace_Latoya. You can find me on Rodney Perry Show and at the Funk concert this weekend. So y'all be there or be square.
Oh, goodness gracious. Rodney Perry Live on all social media, I think.
We did the hats, y'all.
Hey,
we
great
got
show,
guys. Compliments.
Yeah, we definitely did. Hey, thank you for rocking with me today. My name is Rodney Perry, and you're tuned in the Rodney Perry Live. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Have a happy week.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.